I am Pastor Andy Samuels, and I serve as the Assistant General Secretary for the Seventh-day Baptist World Federation, as well as the Chief Executive Director for the Seventh-day Baptist Missionary Society. I am taking the time on behalf of the Seventh-day Baptist World Federation to participate in this video to say, the churches of the Seventh-day Baptist Conference of Rwanda need our help. Rwanda is a small country in East Africa. It has 23 Seventh-day Baptist churches, encompassing about 2,400 believers. And today, September 20th, 2024, all 23 of those churches are closed because they are not in compliance with newly enforced government regulations. Those regulations include the possession of land plots with a minimum size of half hectare, which equals to about 1¼ acres. Each church must have clean and painted buildings. They must have soundproofing of their buildings. They must have the installation of some kind of anti-thunder system. They must have the presence of green gardens. They must have paved parking. They must have sufficient and clean toilets. They must have fire extinguishers. They must have modern hand washing stations and security devices for the detection of explosives. Some of these requirements may sound extreme or harsh to us, but they are real and they are current. The Rwanda Seventh-day Baptist Conference, under the leadership of Pastor Jean de Dieu Karimutumye, has developed a plan whereby 13 of the churches may be reopened on a prioritized basis, pending the availability of the necessary financial resources. The other 10 churches would be part of a different reopening plan, which will be tackled at a later time. So, $28,000 are needed to reopen the first 13 churches. And our Rwanda brethren are able to contribute $7,000 of that total. We're therefore asking the global Seventh-day Baptist community to collectively donate $21,000 towards this extensive campaign. Sabbath, October 5th, 2024, has been designated as Rwanda Sabbath around the world. And on that day, we're asking every Seventh-day Baptist church in the world to receive an offering for the Rwanda Seventh-day Baptist Conference to help them in their reopening initiative. We will extend the collection period until the end of October because we want everyone who is able to get in on this act of generosity. Your donations to either the World Federation or the Missionary Society will get to our brethren in Rwanda. Also, as an individual, you do not have to wait for October 5th And you do not have to wait for your conference or for your church. As you feel moved by the Holy Spirit, please act accordingly. Any of our avenues that you use to make your contribution, it will get to the right place. Please also pray that the goal will be met and even surpassed. And again, the goal is 21,000 US dollars. There are many passages in the Bible which could be used to support the idea that it is a very good action for all of us to come together and help a hurting conference. For example, listen to what the Apostle Paul said about the Macedonian churches in 2 Corinthians chapter 8, verses 1 through 5. And now, he says, brothers and sisters, we want you to know about the grace that God has given the Macedonian churches. In the midst of a very severe trial, their overflowing joy and their extreme poverty welled up in rich generosity. For I testify that they gave as much as they were able, and even beyond their ability. Entirely on their own, they urgently pleaded with us for the privilege of sharing in this service to the Lord's people. And they exceeded our expectations. They gave themselves first of all to the Lord, and then by the will of God also to us. May those words be true of Seventh-day Baptists worldwide in this season. While we're focused on helping our brethren in Rwanda at this time, we recognize that many Seventh-day Baptist churches around the world are also facing difficult conditions. However, the situation in Rwanda is particularly urgent due to the strict government regulations that have led to the closure of all these churches. We ask for your generosity to help meet these immediate requirements while we continue to pray for all our churches worldwide. As I end this video, I am pleased to report that even in the midst of this crisis for our brethren in Rwanda, as the churches are closed, the congregations are still connecting by meeting on WhatsApp and meeting on Sabbaths as 2 or 3 families getting together in a home. And they will be doing this until this matter is resolved. Will you take advantage of the grand opportunity to be a part of that resolution? God bless you.
Akire nawe icyo nkusabira nsiganirwa Yesu nindimwe n'inzira nuko ndasaba ishimwe ngushima shine.